I'm going to review the new Capital Bikeshare app, and make sure to stick around to the end of the video for my recommendation of whether it's worth it to download for your trip. Hello, welcome to Trip Hacks DC. My name is Rob. I'm a tour guide here in the nation's capital. If you're coming to Washington DC and you're looking for the best tips, tricks, and hacks for exploring the city, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything. And if you're interested in having me personally show you around when you come, head on over to my website, triphacksdc.com, afterwards to see the tours that I offer. If you've used the Capital Bikeshare app before, leave a comment on this video and let me know what you think about it. Otherwise, let's get started. If you haven't seen it before, make sure to click over and watch my previous video on how to use Capital Bikeshare for some basic information. In that video, I suggest downloading the Spot Cycle app. This is a general bike sharing app that works in a lot of different cities. It shows you an interactive map of the city and how many bikes and open docks are available at each bike share station. The new Capital Bikeshare app lets you do that too, but it goes way further and lets you control your entire Capital Bikeshare experience. What I mean is that you can use the app to buy a pass, check out a bike, and do everything else on Capital Bikeshare without ever having to visit a kiosk. I'm going to pull up a screenshot of my phone to the screen right now, and we'll do a little demo of the app. Okay, so when you launch the Capital Bikeshare app for the first time, it pulls up a splash screen with a nice person riding a bike, and you have two options, get a pass or log in. If this is your first time, you'll click get a pass. Then it'll give you a choice of which type of pass you want. You can do the single trip, 24-hour pass, 3-day pass, 30-day, or annual membership. For this video, I'm just going to do the single trip. Click in there and it gives you some basic information about how the system works. You get the first 30 minutes included. Trips longer than 30 minutes cost extra, etc. Go ahead and click continue. This is where you'll need to create your account and enter your phone number. Then you'll have to create a password with these requirements. Once all the requirements are met, it'll give you a little green check mark next to each. Go ahead and click continue again. Now you have to enter your name, birth date, and gender. And then go ahead and click continue. It'll give you a summary of your purchase. In this case, I just bought the single trip for $2. Go ahead and click continue again. Then we come up with the liability waiver. Make sure you read the entire thing. And then click agree. Then we get to the rental agreement. Again, read this big document and click agree. Now you're going to need to enter your credit card information and then click complete purchase. Okay, so now we have purchased our single ride Bikeshare pass. So let's head outside and see how it works. Okay, so now we're outside at the Bikeshare station and I'm going to use the app to check out my bike. So find the station where you're located, click the little pin, and then unlock bike. It gives me this code, 33113, that I can take to any bike and enter it in the dock to pull it out. When you're ready to return the bike, just push it back into the dock like usual, and the app will actually give you a push notification to confirm that it worked. And that's it. Okay, now that we're back inside, here is my final recommendation for the Capital Bikeshare app. If you're going to use Bikeshare during your trip to DC, then yes, you should absolutely download and use this app. One of the more annoying things about our Bikeshare system is having to use the kiosk each time you want to take out a bike. If there's a line at the kiosk or a bunch of people in front of you, it can add a decent amount of time when you just want to grab your bike and go. The big downside to the app is that even if you're only going to use it for a single trip or for one day, you still have to create an account and do all of that setup on the app in advance. I strongly recommend that you do all of this at your hotel before you leave for the day. I imagine that trying to do all of the setup while you're out on the street at a Bikeshare station would actually be really awkward. But overall, if you plan to use Bikeshare when you visit DC, then you should definitely use the app. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, you can subscribe to this channel by clicking on the Trip Hacks DC logo, which is popping up right now at the bottom of the screen. And if you're coming to town and want to take a tour with me, you can click on the Capitol Dome, which is on the left side of my head. That'll take you over to my website, triphacksdc.com, where you can see the tours that I offer. Enjoy your trip!